commenting on setting and plot. Dear students, while using the pre-critical response, and remember that the pre-critical response is when you are not using any literary theory or any critical theory, but you are just focusing on the what, how, and why of the literary work, right? So you can start by commenting on the setting and the plot of the literary work, right? So that is your starting point for the sake of your research, okay? So before giving you some examples of literary works and about the setting and plots on those works, let me just give you some hints about your, beginning of such an exploration, okay? So the pre-critical response, and particularly while commenting on setting and plot, you would be starting with your understanding of the basic literary components of a research work, right? And particularly, the setting is about the time of the day like the scene of the day, and then it is also about the time in history, right? So that is actually about the setting. And it's not only about time, it's also about the place, right? So the setting of the place, right? And it could be like the general setting, the general background setting, and then it is also about a specific, event which is going on. And for example, if you're talking about the 11th century Denmark, that's the general setting, the general background, right, of the Hamlet, right, the play Hamlet by Shakespeare. And if you talk about the specific setting, then it's about, the conflict between the uncle and, the nephew, the members of the royal family of Denmark, on the basis of the killing of Hamlet's father, right? So the setting, it could be like general setting, and it could be like the specific setting, right? And the time can also be, explored while discussing setting. Like in Macbeth, when it's the starting scene, right? So the Macbeth is actually coming from the war, and he's in a barren land, you see, and it's about just the sunset time of the day, and he's tired, he's wounded, and there are witches in the background coming and joining Macbeth, and they are enchanting around him and singing, all three of them together, right? And the darkness in at the background, and the setting of the evening, approaching evening. So that's about the setting of the play Macbeth. So these two examples of Hamlet and Macbeth, you can just get the idea about the setting of a literary work. Setting contributes strongly to the overall mood, which is atmosphere, basically, the atmosphere of the literary work of the play, in this case, in the case of Hamlet, right? So it contributes very strongly to the mood, the audience, okay? So setting is really important. And through setting, the action or narrative occurs, right? So setting is really important because it's helping the writer or the director set and achieve the action and the narrative which is taking place in the work, right? So that is about setting. And the plot is basically about the happenings in a literary work, right? Plot is that how things are happening around in a literary work, and it's about referring to an action which is going on from the beginning, then starting up with the beginning and then reaching up the climax and then the resolution, so technically speaking. So these are actually organized around a conflict, and it's building through the complication and then the climax and then the resolution, right? So all these three steps like the beginning and then reaching to the climax and then the resolution. So that is actually the plot, okay? And you can think about, the plot, which is in Hamlet. It's the conflict going on between Hamlet and his uncle, right? So that's actually the plot of the play. And if I can give you one more example from a poem, which is to his coy mistress. So this poem is having the plot of a cavalier lover who's trying to take maximum out of the opportunity, right? So that's actually the very romantic and very specific kind of plot which is there in this poem. Okay, so it could be any kind of a situation. It could be any kind of literary work which is based on a plot. And if I can give you one more example about the Frankenstein, written by Mary Shelley, that's the conflict going on between the young scientist and the monster, right? And there is a struggle going on, a constant struggle. The young scientist maybe achieving to befriend the monster, or he may be controlling or ultimately killing. So that's actually the complexity of the situation which is there, and it's the plot which is going on. Okay, so that's the plot of the novel Frankenstein, and these are the examples. Remember that plot is the time-honored plot in any literary work, and you should also know that the ingredients of a time-honored plot is that it is the escape, right? And then the chase and the capture, and then the release. So this is the time-honored, ingredients of a plot, that there is an escape, right? And there, on the basis of that escape, the chase is there, and then there is the capture, and then the release. So that's the typical kind of plot which is available to literary works, in most of the literary works, and that could be, explored in any literary work without involving any theory or any critical approach under this pre-critical response. So these are some of the hints which you can start up with your literary research, and you can complete your brief, very short-scale research papers on these responses.